Hello everyone, welcome to our RPA practical series. In this video, we are going to cover our first practical of RPA based on UiPath Studio. In last video, we covered some theoretical parts and some settings inside our UiPath Studio. But in this video, we are going to start with our first practical. Okay, the first practical is use two input dialogues for first name and last name and store it in a variable and show in message box. This is our first practical, and the required activity for our first practical is sequence, input dialog and message box. Okay, so let us start my UiPath Studio. Okay, I am opening UiPath Studio because we will perform our practical inside this. So this is the interface. So for creating a blank project, create one process to start a blank project. Okay, name it as practical 1A. Okay, click on create and it will create a blank workspace. See, it has created a blank workspace, and by default it has added a main sequence here. So just as I shown you, we required sequence, input dialogues and message box. So we got sequence already here. So the next step is to add input dialog. So for that, click on activity panel, go inside search bar and write input dialog. Okay, see, this is here input dialog. We have two methods, either we can drag and drop it here, and another one is double click on it. Okay, so I have taken two input dialog. See, first one is for printing our first name and second one is for our last name. Okay, and what we need, and message box, we need a message box too. So I will go in activity panel and I will search for message box. See, it is already here, but if you can't see, then just type message box, then you will get. Double click on it, message box. Okay, now let us start by filling the values. Okay, see, dialog title, the text must be quoted. So inside the double quotes you have to write the dialog title. Give any title you want, just like I am giving printing names. Okay, in input label I will write first name. In text box, let it be text box only. uh, oh sorry, I think I selected multiple choice. No, text box, keep it as text box. Now in value entered, for this value entered in both these sections we will create a variables. Okay, so first let me fill these details here also, like in dialog box, printing names, in input label last name, input type text box. Okay, now see, value entered, value entered. Okay, for this two we have to create the variables. So first variable we will create as first name, and the variable type we will keep it as string because we are going to give the text value. Okay, so text value is already a string. Okay, so in next create variable, write last name, again same string value only. See, you can change this variable type according to the situation. Like in current situation we have to print the text, so that's why I'm using this string type, string data type. So in your case, if you need to print a numeric value or arrays or boolean value, just click it here and you will get the multiple options like boolean, int32, object, array. Okay, or either you can browse for more types if you want to. Okay, so that's it. So I created two variables, first name and last name. So I will write it here. In first dialog box I will write, sorry, text box, in first dialog box I will write first name. See, the name should match first name, first name. uh, it will give you the suggestion, so click on it, and here I will write last name. Okay, last name, that's it. So this input dialog box is for first name and this one is for last name, and both those value we have to print it through the message box. So I will write here first name. Okay, concatenate for space in double quotes give the space, again concatenate, and give your last name. See, these both are the variables. We are not giving any direct value, any text value. Let me show you. See what it is written here. Text must be quoted. Text must be quoted when you enter the direct value then, but you have created the variable. The text value will be stored inside this variable and you are going to print this variable. So you don't need to put it inside double quotes. Just write it first name and last name. Okay, that's it. Okay, it is, oh sorry, I know I'm not given concatenate. Okay, now it's fine. See, this is our first practical. We are done with our steps. Now the time to run. Okay, click on debug file here, compiling activities. Okay, see, it will asking for the input, so I will write my name Keshav, last name Chaudhary. Okay, okay, see, I got the output, so through the message box my name. Okay, that's it guys, this is enough for our first practical. We are done with our first practical. Thanks for watching.